Master Sword, The Legend of Zelda. The Master Sword isn't just a blade, it's a symbol of hope, legacy, and courage. First introduced in A Link to the Past, it quickly became the central weapon of the Zelda franchise. Known as the Blade of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword can only be wielded by a hero worthy of its power. It often lies dormant in a stone pedestal, waiting to be awakened by someone chosen by destiny. Every game adds its own twist. In Ocarina of Time, it becomes the key to time travel. In The Wind Waker, it seals away ancient evil. In Breath of the Wild, it's tied to Link's memory and reclaims its power through combat. What makes it so iconic isn't just how it looks, glowing blue with its elegant hilt, but what it represents, a timeless fight against darkness. It's more than a weapon. It's a promise to always rise against evil. Buster Sword, Final Fantasy VII, massive, heavy, and absurdly cool, the Buster Sword is as iconic as Cloud Strife himself. First appearing in Final Fantasy VII, its flat, wide blade is the kind of weapon that defies physics but defines character. It's the sword that signals Cloud's presence long before he speaks. Originally wielded by Angeal, passed to Zack Fair, and eventually to Cloud, the Buster Sword is a symbol of legacy, pain, and identity. It represents not just brute strength, but the emotional weight of inherited memory. Its presence in cutscenes, in battle, and even in tragedy elevates it beyond a simple piece of steel. It's the story of Final Fantasy VII in a single image. Energy Sword, Halo. The Energy Sword is fear incarnate in the hands of an elite. Introduced in Halo 2, it turned every corner into a potential ambush, and made players rethink how they engaged in close combat. Its glowing blades and humming sound became the audio cue of panic for any Spartan. In multiplayer, it's a power weapon, one-hit kill, deadly lunge, and total domination if used well. In the lore, it's a ceremonial and sacred tool of the Sangheili, symbolizing status and skill. Whether you're in campaign slicing through Flood or facing down an opponent in a last man standing match, the Energy Sword offers elegance and chaos in perfect balance. Hidden Blade, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed lives and breathes through the Hidden Blade. It's not just a weapon, it's a statement. It says, I was here, you never saw me. Altair used a single blade, sacrificing a finger to do so. Ezio revolutionized it, adding dual blades, poison, and even a gun. By the time of Origins and Valhalla, it had evolved into a badge of honor, a tool of vengeance, and a link to the Brotherhood's ancient code. The Hidden Blade changed the way stealth was implemented in games. It introduced the air assassination as a feature. It made every rooftop a threat, and when it retracted with a click, you knew someone nearby was about to fall. It was silent, swift, and poetic. PortalGun, Portal. The PortalGun doesn't kill, but it might be the most brilliant weapon in video game history. Officially called the Aperture Science handheld portal device, it lets you bend space by creating two portals on flat surfaces, walk into one and exit the other. That's it. And yet that single mechanic spawned one of the most beloved puzzle games of all time. Portal and its sequel aren't about destruction, they're about outsmarting a deadly AI using physics and creativity. The gun becomes your way to think three-dimensionally, jumping through space, redirecting momentum, and even solving puzzles while falling. It teaches you to see rooms differently, like a genius trapped in a maze made for rats, only the rats build the exit themselves. GravityGun, Half-Life 2. The GravityGun redefined what a first-person shooter could be. Known in-universe as the zero-point energy field manipulator, it allowed players to pick up, move, and launch objects using physics. Want to kill a soldier with a toilet? You can. A saw blade? Even better. It turned the environment into your arsenal. In Ravenholm, where ammo was scarce and enemies plentiful, it became your lifeline. When it's supercharged near the end of the game, it becomes a god-tier weapon, flinging bodies and exploding containers with pure force. The GravityGun wasn't about guns, it was about creativity, the ability to shape combat around the world, not just bullets, and that's why it changed everything. Crowbar, Half-Life. Simple, red, and unforgettable. The crowbar is the first weapon you ever wield as Gordon Freeman in Half-Life, and somehow, it became legendary. There's something poetic about a theoretical physicist fending off aliens and soldiers with a humble metal bar. No plasma, no bullets, just brute survival. It's a callback to simpler design and smart storytelling. No cutscene needed. The crowbar is how you first interact with the world, breaking crates, smashing headcrabs, and refusing to die quietly. It became a meme, a symbol, and a stand-in for Freeman himself. Even decades later, the sight of a crowbar immediately brings Half-Life to mind. Blades of Chaos, God of War. The Blades of Chaos are as much a part of Kratos as his fury. Forged in the depths of the underworld, these chained blades became the visual centerpiece of the original God of War trilogy. Swinging in wide, flame-drenched arcs, they allowed Kratos to fight legions at once, tearing through gods, monsters, and titans alike. But beneath their style lies torment. The chains bind Kratos not just physically, but emotionally. They are a reminder of the oath he swore to Ares and the blood on his hands. In the 2018 reboot, Kratos hides them, ashamed of his past. But when he's forced to retrieve them, it's a moment of reckoning. The monster and the father meet, and the blades burn anew. Lancer, Gears of War. The Lancer isn't sleek or smart, it's not elegant, it's violent, and that's the point. A machine gun with a chainsaw bayonet attached, the Lancer became Gears of War's signature tool of carnage. Introduced in the first game, the Lancer combines range suppression with up-close horror. That RIP sound as you chainsaw through a locust never gets old, and never stops being gruesome. It embodies the tone of Gears' brutal, loud, and relentless. It's not about finesse, it's about survival. And in a war against underground monsters, what else do you need but bullets and a blade? Keyblade, Kingdom Hearts. The Keyblade shouldn't work, it's a cartoonish, oversized key, but in Kingdom Hearts, it's the heart of the story, literally. Wielded by Sora and other Keyblade masters, it opens pathways between worlds, locks away darkness, and channels spells and summons. Each Keyblade is unique, reflecting different Disney worlds and characters. Some are elegant, others absurd, but all carry emotional weight. In a game that juggles Disney joy and JRPG drama, the Keyblade is the thread tying everything together. Its legacy spans generations of characters, wars between light and darkness, and metaphysical showdowns about hearts, souls, and destiny. It's whimsical, yes, but it's also sacred. Frostmourne, WarCraft series. Frostmourne is not just a weapon, it's a curse. Introduced in WarCraft 3, this runeblade transformed Prince Arthas from noble paladin to the feared Lich King. When he claimed it, he lost his soul, and everything else followed. The blade doesn't just kill, it devours. It feeds on souls, whispers in the mind, and corrupts from within. Arthas murders his own father under its influence, begins a genocide, and ushers in an era of darkness. Even after it shatters in World of Warcraft, its pieces and legacy haunt the lore. It's more than just a sword, it's the moment a hero becomes a villain. RayGun, Call of Duty Zombies. Bright green, sci-fi absurd, and totally essential. The RayGun is the defining weapon of Call of Duty Zombies. First appearing in World at War, it became a rare reward from the mystery box, and the sound of it charging up is music to every zombie slayer's ears. The RayGun offered high damage, splash radius, and crowd control at high rounds, but it came with risk. Fire too close, and you might go down yourself. It taught positioning, timing, and the value of keeping a crawler. Over the years, it received variants, nerfs, buffs, and lore, but it never lost its appeal. It's goofy and deadly, just like Zombies mode itself.